Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. Just read a rather interesting article. I'm going to turn it into a video. And I want you to focus on the last paragraph. And before I get into this, I want to remind those viewers, if you've viewed me for any period of time, you know I've said there's very little difference between a good Muslim and a bad Muslim. The bad Muslims are the ones that I would put into a certain bucket. They're the ones that kill Christians, rape little boys, rape little girls, sodomize anyone that they feel like sodomizing. And the good Muslims are the ones that try to adhere to the Quran as best as they can, but they don't get involved in what the bad Muslims get involved in. But they all have the same objective. And what's that? Well, that's the Caliphate. That's the return of the Ottoman Empire. That's implementing Sharia law worldwide. I'm going to read this article, and I want you to focus on the last paragraph. It was written by Christopher W. Holton, Holton. The vast majority of Westerners, especially Americans, are completely ignorant of Islamic doctrine. When Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi claimed the title Caliph and declared the Islamic State in June of 2014, many ignorant observers assumed that the establishment of the Caliphate was something that only radicals and extremists sought. That isn't true. A study of Islamic doctrine based on the Islamic trilogy, the Quran, the Hadith, and the Sirah, reveals that it is a doctrinal tenet of Islam that Muslims are supposed to work for the establishment of the worldwide Islamic State so that Allah's law reigns supreme everywhere. Below, we have a curious example that illustrates the truth about the Caliphate and Islamic doctrine. Syrian historian Sami Mubayyad explains in an article in the UK Telegraph that the best way to battle back against the Islamic State Caliphate led by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is to form a competing caliphate led by a more appealing individual. Essentially, what this means is that even Muslims who do not approve of the Islamic State still desire to see a worldwide caliphate ruled by Sharia dominating the world. And what is Obama doing? Well, he's bringing in literally hundreds of thousands of Muslims from all over the Middle East. And what do we know? Well, we know a percentage of them are radical. We have our military dying in the streets. Many are homeless. The Veterans Administration can't deal with our military and the problems that they have, yet Obama's importing hundreds of thousands over the next couple of years of Muslims. All of them, I'm sure, will receive Obamacare, as long as Obamacare is in effect, which I don't believe will be much longer. But that's a whole different story. Again, this is why I've said what I've said about Muslims. Once again, the last paragraph. Essentially, what this means is that even Muslims who do not approve of the Islamic State still desire to see a worldwide caliphate ruled by Sharia dominating the world. Could that be any clearer? Wake up, America. Wake up. We have a radical, extremist, homosexual, Sunni, Arab Muslim. It's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, shacked up with a transgender. Pretty insane, is it not? Hmm?